Let's look at exponents in another scenario. Let's say that in Miss McGarrity's science class, Miss McGarrity and her students were playing around with chemicals, and one of her students accidentally mixed up two chemicals that shouldn't be mixed up together. Boom! And in Miss McGarrity's science class is the start of a zombie apocalypse. Everyone in class had escaped and started infecting everyone else. Let's say on average, one zombie can infect up to 10 people before the zombie dies, and it takes the infected person 1 day to turn into a zombie. To set up the scenario as an exponent, we set up how many days the outbreak had occurred as our exponent, and how many people that will get infected by a zombie as our base. In day 1 of the zombie outbreak, 10 people gets infected. So, day 1 equals 10 infected. We set 1 as our exponent, since that is how many days that had occurred, and 10 as our base, since that is how many people that got infected by a zombie. So 10 is our base, and 1 is our exponent. So 10 to the power of 1 equals 10. Remember, anything to the power of 1 is itself. So 10 to the power of 1 is itself, which is 10. So by the next day, we have 10 zombies. So for day 2, 10 more people get infected per zombie. So there's 10 zombies, and each zombie will infect 10 people. To set this up, we put 2 as our exponent, which is the day, and 10 again for infected, which is our base. So what 10 to the second power means is that 10 is multiplied by itself 2 times. So 10 times 10 equals 100. That means 10 by day 2, 10 zombies have infected 100 people. So by the next day, we get 100 zombies. In day 3, we set up the same way. 10 people get infected per zombie. We have 100 zombies. And 3 is our exponent for the day 3. 10 to the third power also means 10 times 10 times 10, which equals to 1,000. So in day 3 days, 100 people, 100 zombies infected 1,000 people. So by day 5, how many people do you think are infected? So we can just use that simple formula that we have made using day 5 equals 10 as our base. This will always be the same because that's how many people per zombie can affect. And 5 as our exponent because there's 5 days that we're looking for. So we know that 10 to the power of 5 equals 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10, which equals to 100,000. So by day 5 of the zombie apocalypse, we get 100,000 people infected. So, knowing that there are approximately 7.6 billion people on Earth, how many days do you think it would take for humans to go extinct? Our goal is 7.6 billion people, and we know that in 5 days,
we get 100,000 people.
So, day 8, we set up 10 again for the infected and 8 for our days. So that also means 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and one more. Times 10 equals. We know that when you multiply 10, you add the zeros together. So 1, and there's 8 days. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. In 8 days, we get 100 million people. So now that we know 10 times itself is just 10 adding a 0. When you multiply 10 by itself 9 times, we're just going to add 9 zeros after the 1. So 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So by day 9, we get 1 billion people. So for day 10, 10 to the 10th power, which equals 1 with 10 zeros. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then you just put commas for every 3 zeros.
If a zombie apocalypse were to happen, and one zombie can infect up to 10 people, it'll take just 10 days for humans to go extinct.